Okay, while I'm driving down Kendall in Miami, Florida here, heading home with little Lucky Doggy, my baby boy right there, my little precious. I just want to make this point, just a quick point for y'all, because I'm working on it. I just got off the phone with the assistant to the major at the Miami-Dade County Internal Affairs Department of Professional Compliance, who transferred me to Lieutenant Ortiz, who I just left a message for, and I'm waiting to hear back from her. She's above Sergeant Narcisse, who took the initial complaint against the police officer who did not file an appropriate report against the chief investigator for the Miami-Dade County State Attorney, right? So we got lots of indications of corruption going on here with improper reports being written, reports being closed before they're investigated by detectives not receiving reports, sergeants from Internal Affairs not responding to my emails and calling me back. So I'm on it, folks, still. And here's the bottom line. Here's the message. Here's the message to the governor, Ron DeSantis of Florida, and to every governor in the United States of America. Here's the message to the Attorney General, Ashley Moody of Florida, and every Attorney General in the United States of America. Here's the message to every municipal government, Internal Affairs Department, and Police Department, and every state attorney in every county in every state. Here's the message. Let me gather my thoughts, because the message just went through my head a minute ago, and we want to make it real clear here. Let me gather it back, okay? Neither police officers nor government officials can violate the God-given inalienable rights of Americans, of men and women who are citizens, residents, natural men and women of God living in the United States of America, who have God-given inalienable rights that are not given to them by the crown, not given to them by politicians, not given to them by laws, not given to them by the Constitution, not given to them by federal civil rights, not given to them by the Americans with Disabilities Act. No, the God-given inalienable rights that people have are protected by the United States Constitution, federal civil rights, the Americans with Disabilities Act, U.S. Code, 42 U.S. Code, 18 U.S. Code, all right, that protect our rights. So neither police officers nor government officials can violate our civil rights, can violate our God-given inalienable rights, can violate our rights that are protected by law, and commit acts of battery against us in the process of violating our rights. Can't do it. Okay. So that's the point I'm making. Okay. My situation with having been assaulted, physically assaulted, battery committed against me by Emilio Tamayo, the chief investigator for the Miami-Dade County State Attorney, Catherine Fernandez Rundle. Okay, he committed acts of battery against me. If I did to him what he did to me, I would have been arrested. I would have been put in jail. I would have been charged with battery. So the same needs to happen to him, period, because government officials are not above the law, period. That's the point. So that's why I'm continuing to follow up on it. That's why I'm hanging on to it like a bulldog. That's why I'm not going to let go of it. That's why I'm going to talk to the detectives, the police officers, the sergeants, the lieutenants, the majors, the captains, all the way to the mayor, the governor, the attorney general, moving on to federal agencies, right, to do away with the corruption. You will not, you cannot, and you will not violate our rights, our civil rights, our federal civil rights, our God-given inalienable rights, our rights that are protected by numerous laws and statutes and codes, and commit acts of battery against us while you're in the process of violating our rights. It's not going to happen. I'm going to put a stop to it. My case is the perfect example, because I went to deliver the Dr. David Martin 200-page criminal complaint and Anthony Fauci dossier to my public official, my Miami-Dade County State Attorney, Catherine Fernandez-Rundle, in a public building, which is a place of public accommodation. I went in and was physically assaulted. My rights were violated, my civil rights under the United States Constitution, under the state of Florida, under the Americans with Disabilities Act were violated when they required me to leave that public building because I did not cover my vital airways with a face diaper, because I don't wear them due to a disability, due to the inability to wear them, due to a physical, mental, psycho-emotional. I do not have to tell anybody anything. I don't have to mention anything about my disability. Nobody does. I don't have to mention that I have a disability. I don't wear them. I don't have to mention the reason, if it's mental, if it's psycho-emotional, if it's trauma-based, if it's physical, if it's genetic. I don't have to mention anything to anybody about what it is. The simple fact of the matter is I don't wear them for a disability, for health-based reasons. I'm protected in that regard. I do not wear them for religious reasons, for religious convictions, for religious beliefs that are also protected via federal civil rights. Because my God-given rights are protected. My faith, my belief, my convictions by God, my relationship with God Almighty, that's protected. So by way of that, they cannot force or require me or anybody else in the United States of America to cover their vital airways or to receive a vaccination, particularly and especially in a place of public accommodation, a public building where public servants are there to serve the public. You can't do it. You can't violate our rights, and you can't commit acts of battery against us in the process. And that's what happened against me, and I recorded it. And the initial police officer, who admitted on video that it was battery, acknowledged she saw the video, acknowledged it was battery, wrote a bogus report indicating nothing at all about battery. She just said I was escorted from the building. She didn't write the report properly. Reporting the case was closed. I got a copy of the report. The report was closed, wasn't even given to the detective. When I contacted the detective on the report who it was supposed to be given to, he said he never got it. And then when I contacted Internal Affairs because of the whole deal and spoke with Sergeant Dominique Narcisse and explained everything to her, I understood that she's on it. But yet when I tried to send her a message via email saying, you know, I'm not trying to tell you how to do your job, Sergeant, by any means. I know you're a professional, you know what you're doing. But, you know, I do have some concerning, nagging thoughts on my mind that I would like to have answered in your investigation. I.e., you know, did that police officer who wrote that flimsy, weak, inaccurate report do so by way of her own incompetence? Or did she do it because she was told to? Was she told, hey, man, this is the sergeant. I mean, this is the chief investigator of the Miami-Dade County Police, of the Miami-Dade County State Attorney that we're talking about here. Back off, little police officer. Don't be writing no incriminating report. Is that what happened? Was she instructed to not write an accurate report because it would have been incriminating to a high-end government official, the chief investigator for the Miami-Dade County State Attorney? Is that what happened? Or another possibility, did that police officer happen to talk after she took the initial report from me? Did she walk into the building and speak to Emilio Tamayo, the chief investigator for the Miami-Dade County State Attorney? And he did not know that he had been recorded. He did not know I recorded him committing acts of battery against me. So he made up another story and lied to that police officer and persuaded and encouraged that police officer to write a different report based on what he told her. And she followed his instruction and he lied to her, which would have been another act, another criminal act committed by the chief investigator. So that needs to come out in the report. Did she talk to him? If so, why was that not in the report? Did she talk to him? If so, what did he say? Did he have any influence on how she wrote the report? Did her direct supervisor tell her not to? Why have I not heard back from Sergeant Narcisse? And it's been 10 days and she didn't respond to my email and she doesn't return my phone calls when I leave her messages. Is she being instructed as well? Hey, this is the chief investigator for the Miami-Dade County State Attorney. You can't be pressing charges against him. Back off. Is that what's happening? That's what I'm trying to get to the bottom of, folks. Why? Because it's on behalf of every American. That's why. Because every American needs to know that this isn't going to happen. in the United States of America. It's not going to happen to me. It's not going to happen to anybody. It's not going to happen in any county, in any state throughout the United States of America. They're not going to violate our rights and commit acts of battery against us in the process of doing so and get away with it. That's the point of it, okay? Got that, Governor Ron DeSantis? Got that, Attorney General Ashley Moody? Got that, every other governor and every other attorney and general in every other state? Got that, sheriffs in every state? You're the law. Uphold the law. You're the law, sheriffs. If we have constitutional sheriffs in every county, we're good to go. If they're upholding our rights that are protected under the laws, right? Got that, elected government officials? That's where we're at with it at the moment. I'll keep you posted.